What's up, everyone? Welcome to Awesome Tech You Can't Buy Yet, a weekly show where I round up 5 of the best crowdfunding projects that have hit the internet this week. First up is the Spry Drone, which is a little bit different than most drones that you've probably seen before, not only because it is completely waterproof, but also because it is submersible. So thanks to the fact that this thing is completely sealed off and waterproof at all of its joints and on the camera and everything, you can first of all fly with confidence, don't have to worry about crashing into water, but if you do, you can also have it flip over and use its propellers to propel it underwater for a short period of time. Unfortunately, it's not like completely submersible because it can only, it doesn't have ballast or anything like that, so it can't just like raise or lower itself under the water, but it can use its propellers to kind of just get a quick pulse and get under the water for a second if you want to check out some fish or something. I don't know why you need a drone that goes underwater for like a couple seconds, but it's still kind of cool. If you want to get your hands on this thing, you're going to have to dish out at least $769, which is pretty steep. However, might be worth it if you were prone to crashing a lot, especially if you fly over lots of water. Currently, the creators say that if they get enough funding, they will be shipping around December of 2018. Normally, I would say that that's a bit on the ambitious side, but because these guys have manufactured drones before, I say they are well equipped to deliver this one on time. Next up, we have the Nopixa. Unlike chemicals and sound-based repellents, the way that this thing works is by tricking mosquitoes into thinking that there is a thunderstorm approaching. So apparently mosquitoes have evolved to be afraid of thunderstorms because they might just get zapped out of the air. This device tricks them into thinking that's going to happen so that they'll stay away from you. Technologically speaking, the way that this works is it emits a low-power, very weak electromagnetic signal and creates kind of a 2-meter bubble around you that will repel mosquitoes. Still not entirely sure if the technology is legit. It's kind of untested, but if it does work, sounds like a great idea. So if you want to get your hands on this, you're going to have to dish out at least $71, and they're shooting for a December of 2018 ship date. Next up is the PureTrek, which is a hybrid trekking pole and water filtration system. Combining 2 pieces of gear into one is one of the hottest trends in the outdoor industry right now. I've seen backpacks that turn into hammocks, there are sleeping bags that turn into ponchos, there's all kinds of stuff. This is one more item to add to that category. The way it works is that you basically just, whenever you want to pump some water on the trail, you just go off, stick a little tube into the top of the trekking pole, and then you can release the handle and pump it up and down to suck water up through it and into your water bottle. Pretty neat idea. I think the best part about it is that you don't have to bend down to filter water. If you want to get your hands on one of these things, you're going to have to dish out about $99 if you get the early bird pledge. If you're a little bit late to the game, it's going to be about $119. If the creators meet their funding goal, they're planning on shipping sometime around February of 2019. Next up, we have the Feel 3, which is probably just one of the most epic VR gaming cockpits that I have ever seen. This thing is essentially just like a bowl that has 3 axes of rotation. So you have roll, pitch, and yaw, and it'll spin you around. It'll be in sync with the motion that's happening in your VR game, and it just makes the whole experience a little bit more immersive. The only downside, of course, is that it's also pretty big, so in order to use this thing in your house, you're probably gonna have to have a man cave or a fem den or whatever, just a bunch of space in your house for a dedicated huge gaming chair. On the upside, it's actually kind of cheap considering how big it is. If you want to get your hands on one of these things, you only have to dish out about $520, and if they get their funding goal, they're planning on shipping sometime in March of 2019. Last but not least, we have the ICreate M, which is a really weird name, but it's a pretty cool looking 3D printer, mostly because it's so damn cheap. Right now on Kickstarter, it's going for about 99 euros, which is somewhere around $120. What's cool about this thing is that it actually has swappable heads. So not only can you 3D print with it, you can also do laser engraving and CNC machining. So that basically is just gonna give you a little bit more freedom in how you create things. I will say though that before you bust out your wallet and pledge to this one, definitely do your homework, because for some reason 3D printing crowdfunding projects seem to have a much higher failure rate than other things, at least in my experience. So just do a lot of research before you bust out your checkbook. That does it for this week, but be sure to tune in again next week and I will bring you 5 more awesome crowdfunding projects that you probably wouldn't have seen otherwise. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked the video, definitely be sure to like and subscribe. Also, if you want to check out some of our older videos, we do these every week. You can just check them out. They should be over here on my right. If you want to check out some of our newer ones, though, definitely check out digitaltrends.com or head over to Instagram TV, and we'll push new ones every week.